2025 has already proven to be a landmark year for gaming. From long-awaited sequels to bold new IPs, the first half of the year delivered a wave of unforgettable experiences. Whether you're into deep RPGs, high-octane action, or emotional storytelling, this year's lineup has something for everyone. As we cross the halfway mark, let's rewind and celebrate the standout titles that defined the first 6 months of 2025. Games that sparked conversations, broke records, and reminded us why we love this medium. Kingdom Come: Deliverance 2 continues the story of Henry of Skalitz, a blacksmith's son caught in the chaos of 15th century Bohemia. Set directly after the events of the first game, the sequel plunges Henry deeper into a civil war between King Wenceslaus IV and his half-brother Sigismund. As Henry seeks justice for his family and loyalty to his lord, he navigates a world shaped by political intrigue, betrayal, and shifting alliances. The game expands its world dramatically, introducing new regions like Kutna Hora and Bohemian Paradise, all rendered with historical accuracy. With improved first-person combat, deeper role-playing systems, and a branching narrative shaped by player choices, the game offers a grounded, immersive medieval experience. Henry's journey is one of personal growth, moral dilemmas, and the harsh realities of war, where every decision can alter his fate and the world around him. Split Fiction is a co-op action-adventure game that follows two struggling authors, Mio and Zoe, who become trapped inside a simulation built from their own stories. One writes science fiction, the other fantasy, and the game constantly shifts between their contrasting worlds, cyberpunk cities, dragon-filled kingdoms, and surreal side stories. As they try to escape, they must work together despite their differences, using unique abilities and solving puzzles that reflect their personalities and writing styles. The game explores themes of creativity, identity, and friendship, all wrapped in a fast-paced, genre-blending experience that's both heartfelt and wildly imaginative. Assassin's Creed Shadows is set in 16th century Japan during the Azuchi Momoyama period, a time of political upheaval and cultural transformation. The story follows two protagonists, Naoi, a skilled female shinobi from the Iga province seeking revenge for her fallen clan, and Yasuke, a powerful African samurai inspired by the real historical figure who served under Oda Nobunaga. Their paths cross as they become entangled in the age-old conflict between the assassins and the Templars, each representing different philosophies of freedom and control. The game blends stealth, parkour, and brutal combat across a richly detailed open world that includes cities like Kyoto and Osaka, as well as rural provinces and historical landmarks. With dynamic seasons, branching missions, and a focus on historical authenticity, Assassin's Creed Shadows offers a deeply immersive experience that explores identity, loyalty, and the cost of power in a land on the brink of unification. Clair Obscur. Expedition 33 is a surreal, emotionally charged RPG set in a dreamlike world inspired by Belle Epoque France. Every year, a mysterious entity known as the Paintress awakens and paints a number on a monolith. Anyone of that age or older vanishes in a phenomenon called the Gommage. As the number ticks down, humanity faces extinction. You follow the journey of Expedition 33, a group of volunteers who are all 32 years old and have just 1 year left to live. Their mission is to cross a fractured continent and destroy the Paintress before she paints the number 33. The story centers on Gustave, a grieving engineer, and Maëlle, his foster sister with a hidden past, as they confront monsters, unravel ancient secrets, and face the emotional weight of mortality. The game blends turn-based combat with real-time mechanics and features a rich cast of characters, each with personal stakes in the mission. As the expedition unfolds, the line between reality and creation blurs, revealing a deeper narrative about grief, memory, and the power of art to both heal and destroy. Doom: The Dark Ages is a brutal prequel to the modern Doom series, set in a medieval-inspired world where the Doomslayer serves as a weapon for gods and kings. Long before the events of Doom 2016, this chapter explores his origins and the ancient war between the Night Sentinels and the forces of Hell. The game trades the acrobatic speed of Doom Eternal for a heavier, more grounded combat style, emphasizing powerful melee weapons like flails and maces, alongside iconic firearms. The Slayer now wields a shield saw that can block, parry, and slice through demons with devastating force. The story dives deeper into the lore, revealing how the Slayer broke free from control and became the legend feared by Hell itself. With cinematic cutscenes, massive boss battles, and even rideable mechs and dragons, The Dark Ages blends dark fantasy with sci-fi in a way that redefines the franchise's legacy. Elden Ring: Night Reign is a standalone roguelike spin-off set in a twisted version of the Lands Between called Limveld, where a cataclysmic event known as the Night's Tide has plunged the world into darkness. You play as one of 8 unique warriors called Nightfarers, each with their own backstory and abilities, summoned to the crumbling Roundtable Hold to challenge the Night Lords, powerful beings who rule over the chaos. The game unfolds over a 3-day cycle, with each session reshaping the world and culminating in a climactic boss battle. Unlike the original Elden Ring, Night Reign emphasizes fast-paced co-op gameplay for up to 3 players, blending intense combat with strategic progression through relics and permanent upgrades. The story explores themes of memory, redemption, and resistance against oblivion, all while delivering a condensed, high-stakes experience that reimagines the Souls formula in a darker, more experimental light. Mario Kart World is a bold evolution of the franchise, transforming the classic circuit-based racing into a seamless open-world experience. Set across interconnected biomes like Mushroom Kingdom Meadows and Yoshi's Island Coastline, players can freely explore, race, and complete missions without loading screens. The game supports up to 24 racers and introduces new mechanics like rail grinding, wall riding, and charge jumps. It also features dynamic weather, a day-night cycle, and a knockout tour mode where racers are eliminated at checkpoints. With 50 playable characters, 30 courses, and over 200 music tracks, it blends nostalgia with innovation. Released as a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2, Mario Kart World redefines what a kart racer can be by merging exploration, competition, and creativity into one expansive adventure. Dune: Awakening is an open-world survival MMO set on the harsh desert planet of Arrakis. You play as an exile cast into the unforgiving Haga Basin, where survival is a constant struggle against sandworms, rival factions, and the brutal environment. The game blends survival mechanics like water management and shelter building with large-scale multiplayer systems, allowing thousands of players to explore, fight, and shape the world together. Inspired by the Dune universe, it features political intrigue, spice harvesting, and dynamic world events like sandstorms that reshape the landscape. With deep customization, faction alliances, and a branching narrative, Dune: Awakening offers a gritty, immersive experience where every choice can shift the balance of power on Arrakis. Death Stranding 2: On the Beach picks up 11 months after the events of the first game, with Sam Porter Bridges trying to live a quiet life alongside his daughter, Lou. That peace is shattered when a mysterious group attacks, killing Lou and injuring Fragile, prompting Sam to join a new organization called Drawbridge. Their mission is to reconnect the world by expanding the Corral network beyond the United States, starting with Mexico and then Australia. As Sam travels across these new landscapes, he faces natural disasters, ghostly enemies, and a resurrected Higgs, now a glam rock-styled antagonist with an army of robotic soldiers. The story explores themes of grief, connection, and the cost of progress, all while introducing new characters like Tomorrow, a mysterious girl tied to the fate of humanity. With deeper combat, environmental hazards, and emotional storytelling, the game expands Kojima's vision of a fractured world struggling to reconnect. These were the best games of the second half of this year. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a deep dive into the creators behind your favorite games. Only on Who Made This Game?